I am. Your face is a bit frozen on my end, but it's fine.
Is it?
Yeah, I'm just getting different. It's like you're doing your own version of Vogue or something. I'm just getting like different poses every couple of minutes. Yeah. I'm actually, like, let me see that. That was, but it's fine. Yeah, sure. I know you well enough. I can imagine you in motion, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm using Natasha's laptop, and because I have Word and a couple other programs of that she wanted to use, so I was like, go on, work away. She goes, are you sure now? Is there Zoom on that? And I'm not, her camera and everything is just, it's built in. She's not a woman who bothers much with social media or anything like that, or laptop. She has a laptop and it gathers dust. So I'm using, I don't, this archaic fucking thing, but it seems to be, it'll work somewhat for us anyway.
It's working. It's doing good.
You're coming.
How are you getting on? How are you surviving?
Sure, it's a fucking dose. It's a dose, isn't it? But sure, what do you do? Like, you know what I mean?
That was just a pure Irish answer. It was grand, and then the big. Like, I've answered the question. Are you happy now? I'm grand.
Look at my mustache, for Christ's sake. Does this not answer your question? Like, what's, you know?
It's magnificent.
It's ridiculous, is what it is.
I'm always in full support of male facial hair, because when I was younger, my dad always had a beard, and I was actually scared of men who didn't have beards. So to me, a man with facial hair is very comforting. It just makes me feel relaxed. Even if I always encourage facial hair.
Even if he looks like a white supremacist with a fucking handlebar mustache.
Well, I do love the handlebar mustache. You don't see many of them around. You know what I mean? So when I see one, I'm like, oh, hello.
Yeah, and I'm growing out the mullet as well. I figured, fuck it, Emma, I've gone wrong. Why not? Why not?
Well, they do go together.
They do. I know they do. As you know, a white militia member, you know, living in the mountains, just trying to protect my land.
Yeah. Jesus, I'm starting to feel like I need something now. I need some sort of do that I could be like, oh, you know her. She's the one with the.
Yeah, but girls are getting mullets now. Are cutting in mullets. No. That was the most incredulous look for the audio listeners. That was the most incredulous. That was. You only get that look when you're a mother. You wouldn't have had that look had you not been a mother. That was a. No, you can forget about that idea now. You can forget about that idea. Yeah. Same way as your daughter has come to. Yeah. But the reason why I grew it is because the little fella, he's one, and he hasn't had his hair cut yet. But he's all blonde, and his hair weirdly has grown into a mullet. Like, it looks like a normal hair everywhere, and nicely combed over and stuff. And then it's growing into a mullet, and I was like, well, what's good for the fucking goose is good for the gander kind of a thing.
Yeah, lovely. So he did that baby thing where he rubbed all the hair off on the back of his head, and he was left with the mullet.
No. He actually has a full normal head of hair, and then party down the back. It is, it's just a full, didn't rub off at all. Normal little choir by school, or, you know, with combed over little haircut. And then all of a sudden down the back, it's just this fucking flowing fucking. So it's like, my child is a natural born redneck.
So Natasha is dealing with two men with mullets.
Yes. Yeah.
Jesus, I feel like I should be asking her how she gets. Sometimes it's harder for the person trying to, you know, support
the mullets.
Sure, look, it's something to do though, isn't it?
It is something to do.
It's a project, isn't it?
That's exactly the way I was looking at it. And plus, I've done 6 gigs in total since extreme lockdown till last night.
What? But that's fair. Are you like physical gigs, or are you doing like online gigs?
No, not those fucking horrendous things. Yeah, it's been great. It's been like, and last night and last week. I did one in Limerick last week, and I did one last night. And comparing them, how I did one in July, oh my God, was I rusty. I was like, I knew I was a bit rusty, but then last night it was like, oh fuck, I was dire in comparison. Like, but at least even when they're a couple of weeks ago, I'm like, well, at least there's something to look forward to, some level of normality or whatever.
I know. I think I've only done 3, and my last one there was only last weekend. It was in Mullingar, and I don't know what it is, but now after this one, I'm like, grand, I've caught myself on, because the way I was looking at them, because it's only been like half of what you've done, 3 since lockdown. I never really let myself think about them too much, because I always be like, oh, it's probably going to be pulled, or there's probably going to be a reason why I can't go ahead or whatever. So I would just go in and completely wing it.
Right. Yeah.
I wasn't like letting myself. It was like I've been treating stand-up like an ex who wronged me. Like him? I don't care about him. Are you mad? I've never been better since he left. That's the way I've been treating stand-up. That's obviously.
But you're still spritzing his jupe every so often around the room, like, just.
Yeah. I don't know what's, but I've been treating stand-up like it's scorned me, and I'm trying to put on the brave face, like, oh, I don't even believe. Look at me with my evenings free. So I think after the last one, I was like, look, I had to have a little chat with myself. I was like, this is the way it's going to be for the next little while. So you may as well fucking get on board with it. And don't get me wrong, I'd be looking forward to them, and I'd enjoy the gigs and all that. But I just, something was missing in my brain.
Yeah.
That was there before lockdown. But, and like, I wouldn't, the online gigs, ask me. That's a form of self-harm. If it, you know what I mean? I just like, no, it's not what the medium is. It's no.
I'll tell you the forms of it I did. Actually, do you know what? That actually, just to go back, what you just said there, I think that probably rang through up until last week. I was just arsing about a bit, and I was kind of going, it's just not the real thing, because fuck's sake. And then last week in Limerick, there were lovely, lovely people, and you could see in their faces. And what was so funny, juxtaposed that there was a gang of 6 cunts over in the corner who had obviously, weirdly, it's like they'd read a book once on what a comedy club was like in 1950. You heckle. And because the audience too weren't really, you know the way like a slick audience will know their role. Nobody in the room really knew their role, but 95% of people were polite. These guys, and Carl Spain had been on, and a girl, Sinead Quinlan, had been on, and they were just being a pain in the bollocks for everybody. And I'm just sitting at the side, and I just turned and I said to the security guy, "You're going to do something about this?" Like, he's going, "Is that not what you do?" I went, "No. That's not what, look at everybody else in the room. They fucking hate them right now. They're contributing nothing. Do so." And I was going, that'll be a bit awkward. I went, why? He says, well, a couple of them are, they're locals. Like, I'm telling you this now. When I go down there, I'm going to make absolute fucking ribbons of your locals. And he went, I said, no, that's part of the course. And I did. Yeah. Emma, you would have enjoyed it. Oh, you would have enjoyed this. You would have sat back with your favorite cocktail.
So that's what it was.
That's what kicked me up the hole when I forgot how much I fucking loved this. Adrenaline started going again, but that hadn't been there. I hadn't had adrenaline in fucking 7 months, 6 months. And it got me going. And I just fucking lit them up. And I brought the audience on board with it, and a couple of callbacks to people and where they worked and stuff to fucking bury these. And the lads had nothing, because they were just fucking lads, fucking clowns.
Yeah.
And I went to town, and afterwards, I was spent for a moment. I was like, oh, Jesus, that was lovely. That was lovely. So last night's gig was just a big old warm hug. You know what I mean? It was a big, lovely, socially distant fucking hug. I was honest, genuinely, because Joe Caulfield went on before me on Zoom, and her internet shit the bed. She was to do it half an hour. Her internet shit the bed like 10 minutes in. So they went, I'm supposed to do maybe 30, 35. They went, Tom, can you go long? I went, all right, should we see how it goes? I ended up doing an hour, Emma. I did a fucking hour last night. I was nearly weepy-eyed at the end of it. I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, you don't know what this means to me. Genuinely, I was like, fuck. And now we're shutting this shit down again.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it is, that you had that adrenaline rush of we don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to go for now. And that little bit of like fear, anxiety, excitement, whatever. I think it's just because the ones that I've had so far, there's just a whack of false course off them. Do you know that kind of way? It's just something.
That is
beautiful. I'm not talking about, you know what I'm saying? It's just the vibe. Like we're all kind of, we're all kind of doing this for each other, and like,
once through the paces. Yeah.
Maybe I just haven't, and maybe it might take a little while to find that, like, hit kind of element that helps. You need that to, like, the bounce. So.
That was what kicked me on. It was, and I think, I hadn't really thought about it, but you're after clicking it in my mind there now. That's what it fucking was. And then why I was nearly teary-eyed was then, well, everything's getting shut down now for fucking 4 more weeks, you shiver bastards. Like,
I know. See, I think that's why I don't even want to let myself get too attached to the whole thing. You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
it's just like a holiday romance, is it?
It's just away. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, don't get me wrong, I defo miss it, but I'm just trying to be super strong about it, so it's hard. I just wanted to be normal.
I know. This is therapy between the two of us here.
I know. I do really miss it, because I find that I probably haven't expressed this to anybody, because obviously, I'm good mates with Julie, but she's just had a baby, so she's on it, like, it's not like she would have been gigging right up or whatever, because she was in Kerry, but I've just been avoiding how much I've missed it, like it's a huge part of your life. Like you're saying, like, gigging however many times a week or whatever, so I just
Jesus. Do you know how we can sum this up, Emma? We can sum the whole thing up. It's mad, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's mad, isn't it?
Oh, God. Oh, well, I wouldn't have done that now if I'd been doing stand-up properly. So that's a good thing, I suppose. It did make me cop on that way, in fairness, because, the way, like, years ago, I would have, like you, I'd say, like, kind of dabbled in, like, doing videos and, like, done them for a while, and then kind of, like, no, like, conscious thing, but you just would kind of maybe lose a little bit of interest and kind of let them go or whatever. And then what happened, I think it was in June or something. Do you remember that thing that was on TV, Comic Relief on RTE?
Yes. Yeah.
They got in touch with a few comedians, and it was like pretty vague, but it was like, could you do a few sketches, like about a minute long, and send them in, because they were looking to use people who were, like, kind of on the circuit comedians. So I was like, okay, deadly. So I got in touch with my cousin Dan Dalton, because we had done lots of any videos that I do that look nice, he's done them.
So I was like, I was wondering who was doing them, all right, because they look good, like.
I know, yeah. He's, like, super talented and really, like, laid back, just brilliant. And probably, like, the same like you, I was like, the first, like, opportunity through lockdown or any little bit of, like, something, I was like, I'm gonna go for this now. I'm gonna get Dan to do them, like, this is gonna be good or whatever. So I did that video, and then I was like, I thought it was, like, good, but I didn't think it was, like, me hanging until the, and then they were like, we were not gonna have time to show it.
What?
Yeah, not gonna show it. So it's like, okay. When I was like, well, it was off a charity or whatever. So I was like, I own it. I'll whack it up or whatever. And then it ended up doing real well. I was like, I mean, fuck you. But and it did make me actually. This whole lockdown has made me cop on about like the power of social media and whatever. Not for doing stand-up gigs, or not, but like video and stuff. I was like, yeah, I really should put more focus back into that. Really.
Because it is
That's
kind
a positive thing. In terms of comedy,
Yeah, because it is kind of a snobby thing we probably had before, where we're going, sketch comedians, you're grand. Let's see you do it on a fucking stage. That kind of way.
Yeah.
But then you look into it.
Oh, definitely. Well, that's it. Like, see, because before I actually did stand up, I had done a few sketches, and like I wasn't one of these people. I hear a lot of people when they're talking about like how they got into stand up that it was always a dream to do stand up or whatever. And I probably just didn't know enough, but I was never like, oh, I wanted to like perform or be an actress or whatever, but I knew I wanted to do funny stuff. So to me, I was thinking like, well, the best way to prove that is to do stand up. Like that's the real test.
Yeah.
Then even I'd done a few sketches before and then I did stand up and then, I do a few sketches. But then looking back at the stuff I've done, or like if I got a gig that was like a few quid or, a nice gig, most of the things I got was from videos.
Okay, right. So yeah. See,
you know what I mean? But then I kind of like stop and think about it. I'm just like, but then exactly, I would be the same. The whole sketch comedian, like somebody who purely does sketches online and then they call themselves a stand-up comedian. I was like, yeah, we'll see. And it has been proven. Like, there's lots of people who do sketches and can't translate it on stage. It's a lot easier to do it in reverse, I think.
Oh yeah.
To do your internship on stage and then put it on video. But like then there's loads of people like I'd like first person I suppose that would spring to mind would be Tony Cantwell. But then I know he was in London he was doing stand up in London. So he actually
fair
had
enough. So right.
stand up before the videos. Then I was like, okay, that makes sense, whatever. And then Shane Clifford, like he was doing the videos first, wasn't he?
Yeah.
But then
yeah.
He's not, what would the kids call it now? They call it like he's not doing chicken fillet roll Irish mammy content.
Yes. Yeah.
This is the derogatory term for like
wasn't it gas back in the day?
Yeah, all that kind of content. They're like, oh please, whatever. But so yeah, I suppose in that sense I'm like, okay, maybe it's a good time to not explore, geez, I wouldn't go that far with it, but
this sounds brilliant. You sound like almost like a Kardashian or something there. You're like, I just want to focus on me. Yeah.
It's a good time to look at other strings to your bow, or like, you know what I mean, other ways
this is the thing, that's why I was constantly fucking annoying the shit out of you to get you on, because like we're cut from the exact same fucking cloth. Like we've done enough gigs together and hung out together for long enough like that.
Yeah,
you can't be sitting on your hole, and it blows my mind, lads giving out fucking yards going, there's nothing going on and I miss this and I miss that. Well, fucking do something. Everybody has a phone. Do something. Like I'm podcasting like a bastard. I've done a couple of, they're not really sketch videos, but because I kind of started to focus on the podcast, and podcast listeners were asking me to put up barbecue recipes. I was like, okay. And I did those and stuff, but even my heart is not in it. And also, then I turn around and I look at something like yours, and it looks like it's off your own. It looks like it's off the Emma Doran show. You know what I mean? It's so clean and looks so good and edited so well. And obviously, you were saying Dan helps you. So I'm going, well, there's no way I can do that. And I'm not about to start filming as some silly character on my phone either. That kind of way. So when stick to podcast.
But I'm sure. I'm sure you know enough people. I'm sure you could partner up with somebody that it could be a mutually beneficial endeavor
I think so,
to
but
do.
you know, in
Yeah.
always with sketches, for some reason, I was like, I'd like to be in a team or a duo or something. I like the podcast, and I couldn't
Yeah,
do
that
it
makes more sense.
myself. But for some reason, in sketches, I'd like it to be a team effort of some sort. You know, that kind of. I don't know why, but I think I'd like it to be.
Oh no, but it even makes so much more sense because even I was doing something there the other day and it was just like kind of idea stage or whatever, and I was saying to Ella, Ella, she's
Yeah,
17, my daughter. I was like, oh, would you like do this with me or whatever? And she was like, yeah, no problem. Because I was like, oh, it's so much easier to like have the person there to bounce it off,
yeah.
or I know that she'll be able to act with me or whatever. So it's actually so much easier with somebody else anyway, I think.
Well, I've always found, like, even if when you're dicking about and you go, it'll when you're throwing it back and forth, and go. So if we did it this way, it'll always end up funnier because the two of you together will
Of
go,
course, yeah.
yeah, fucking yeah, Jesus. It's like everything seems to be by myself. I'm interviewing people on podcasts, but like
Yeah.
I did the one man show tour last year. I do stand up. So I think
Yeah.
if I was to do sketches, I think I would probably want to do it with somebody, that kind of way, just as to change it up
Yeah,
a
I
gear. Like,
know. Yeah, that's what you mean. 'Cause I'm lucky with the podcast that I do with Teresa, because I know, because if you're kind of, I don't know if this would be what it would be for you, but I find if I was doing everything completely solo, I just might get a bit much. Or
absolutely, yeah.
I'd say I'd probably, and I don't know if this is right or wrong, but I'd probably I'd start feeling a bit self-conscious about it.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I like
Like that's
brand
probably
Emma.
just,
Yeah.
yeah, like that's probably just something I should fucking get over myself anyway. But I'd start to feel a
You're
little
Irish,
bit like,
Emma. That's all that's wrong with you there. You're Irish, like, because I've had people go, hey, we could really push the Buckshot brand and push it on. And I'm going, yeah, and I should be more, yes, fucking do with it. But there's something in my soul that's going, you're a wanker. You're
and no, yeah. I would have, yeah, I definitely have that voice. It wouldn't be telling me that I'd be a wanker, but it'd be just like, steady yourself now. Just fucking, just go to bed. Get up tomorrow. See what you think about this fucking great idea.
Have you
I'm
gotten
like,
people
oh
actually?
god.
Have you gotten randomers saying it's mad, isn't it? Because it's so funny that it would tee
Yeah,
up.
I
It would
have.
tee up to your sketch because you're bursting not to say it's mad, isn't it?
Oh, so many people. Actually, do you know what? I have to say, it's actually because of, Jim Nugent in F104.
Yeah,
And the odd time he'll ring me and he'll be like, we're going to do a sketch. Or like, we want you to do a sketch with us or whatever. So it's him and another fella, Terry. And like, yeah, grand. And there's never any script or anything. It's always just like, they'll give you what the story is and like everyone just chips in or whatever. We had like a Zoom meeting. So it was kind of at the start of lockdown. So I just decided in that split second that my character was just going to say, it's mad, isn't it? It's mad, in a Zoom meeting. And
I
then,
heard this. I never listened to the fucking radio, and I actually heard this. The radio came on in
yeah,
my
did
car,
you?
and I was like, "Fucking Emma, brilliant! She's making radio sketches. This is brilliant."
Oh, but you see, it was totally like, it's like that thing you saying of like doing it with other people. I wouldn't have thought of that unless I had, and like, quite happy, obviously, to do it, but unless I had been forced into like creating like a character in my head or whatever. So it was really, if they hadn't have asked me to do that sketch, I would have never have dawned on me. And then I think they shared it, and I could see lots of people saying, "Oh, it's mad. That's so funny." And I was like, "Okay." But the only place I'm going really is like, I'm going to like up and down to the school and stuff, and like I'm not really going anywhere. But a few people have said it to me. There was the other day actually, there was a man jogging behind me, And it was really disarming because as a woman, when a man's jogging behind you, you've always like got that little percentage of the time, like fucking, you know, you're there, like say having me fake, you're there like getting something in between your fingers.
Get the keys between the fingers. Get the keys between the fingers.
Yeah. But he ran past, he goes, Emma, and I was like, yeah. And he's like, oh, it's Matt. Oh, I love the sketch with her. So yeah, you would get a few people saying it to you, but I'm not really anywhere. The only time I don't know about you, but the only time I ever noticed people saying stuff to me about anything they saw or whatever, like it's so fucking obscure. But you know the way you'd have these odd people that obviously are early adapters, and they might recognize you from something. It would always be maybe in town, in a city centre or something.
Yeah.
You know, the odd time locally somebody might come up to me, but they'd come up to me in a very like polite way or whatever. But it's nice, isn't it?
Yeah, the weirdest one I got was I was in a Euro shop in town, and I was getting biscuits for some reason. I don't know why I was getting biscuits, but I was standing in this Euro shop, and like it's the one on is Georgia Street one. Yeah, so you've got loads and loads of foreigners just banging into each other, and then the odd junkie and stuff. And and then out of nowhere, this fella pops up behind me, and he's like, "I wouldn't have thought I'd seen Terquin in here, what?" And I went, "What? Excuse me, what?" It was just, it completely leveled me. Like, it was years after the show had been out, like, but it was, and he was delighted. Off he went, and I was still kind of left going, "What the fuck just happened?" But still, it was nice. Like, it was like, "Oh, cool, all right, fair enough."
It is. I know, it's totally nice. The only time I find it awkward, and don't get me wrong, I'd say I could defo count the number of times it's happened to me, but the only time it is awkward is if you're with somebody. Now, not if it was Shane or whatever, but like if it was a mate and we were out having lunch and somebody came up after that person walks away, I never know how to own that shit. It's always just like the most fucking awkward thing. But anyway, it doesn't matter because it's only happened to me a few times in my life. Oh, sure, I told you. I think I said it here before in the fucking coffee shop when I was working there, and your man recognized me and asked for a picture. I definitely told you. I was working in a coffee shop and a fella recognized me. Like, actually got recognized now and that, but you're in a coffee shop, you're meeting lots of people all the time. But he recognized me and he asked me for a selfie, and I was like in work, and I was like, fuck's sake. And no, I say for fuck's sake because before that they had me in the kitchen like washing like a porter, like washing dishes and cups, and they rarely let me out on the floor, which I was just like, what the fuck, like what is wrong with me?
If we let you out there, everybody's gonna fucking recognize you. Get back in that kitchen.
It was just it was just purely like I don't know, it was absolutely nothing to do with that. It was, I don't know what it was. I obviously wasn't like service staff material. They just like they fucking would not let me out on the floor. But I got out one day because they were busy, and like say it was my second table, and he's like, "Oh, can I get a selfie?" And I was like, "Oh yeah." But I just felt horrible because I was like, I looked pretty much the way I looked now. It's just like, oh god. And then as he's taking the selfie, he's like, "Can I get more ketchup, please?" So it was like, you know what I mean? It was kind of like, oh, will I? I'm in the middle of work. And then you kind of let yourself kind of, well, like, yeah, this is nice. This is a nice thing, you know? Someone's saying, oh, they liked whatever the fuck you did. And then just like, but, you know, I'm not going to let you fucking lose the run of yourself. Yeah. And ketchup. That was weird. Like, I smiled and started to break as you said it, but.
It is, yeah. I mean, there's that's the Irish thing too. Just for a moment, he was giving you a little bit of fucking pep, and then all of a sudden, now, go back over there and get me some fucking ketchup, because I'm the customer. Do you know, it's, yeah, listen, I've had plenty of those fucking moments too, like.
Yeah.
But was that, you roped your dad into that, or that other one was just peachy? Do you know, because they're proper sketches, that's what really has drawn me to them. They and you're such a good impressionist too. Like, to talk, anybody listen, go have a look at the one with the dad one, because I can fucking guarantee you, everybody, like you could do that on stage. You know what I mean? You could act that out on stage and make everybody squirm with awkwardness. It was just.
Oh, you see, like that's like Now it didn't happen to me in the sense of the way we had like done it in the sketch, but basically that's what happens with my dad. I know it happens to loads of other people, that anytime I show him a photo, he just grabs the phone and he just starts flicking through it at like a ferocious rate, like just like as if there's a competition to get through as many. And I like one day I actually had to say to him like really like forcefully, can you stop looking through my fucking phone? Like I could take pictures of all sorts. Like I wouldn't like I like, oh, there's something weird going on back there. I mean, I just gotta, take a picture. And even my mom was just like, James, stop it. But he, even when I asked him, he'll always be up for doing sketches and stuff. Like he
Yeah.
loves all that shit. And
And he can act too, in fairness. He can fucking act.
He's so funny because his style seems to be like, he seems to think that like speed is the best way to do it. So I'll tell him what like he has to do. He'll just like say if like his line is, can I have more tea? He'll be like, can I have more tea? Is that okay?
Oh no.
He's like, just go through it. But I know he doesn't, I could get him to do anything and we would have a laugh, whatever. But even when I was explaining that sketch to him, and I was like, so, and then I'm going to hand you my phone. He just like naturally just started going through my phone. It's just what you did there. It's what you're naturally do with my phone for some reason. But I love anything I can get him in. I love to get him into stuff. Like, and it winds my mother up so badly because my mom would be more reluctant. And I think it's purely just like the Irish thing of like I couldn't be doing that. And I know she can act, but it winds her up because he'll always ask me like what was how are my fans doing or whatever, and it always gets some sort of comment like, oh my god, is that your dad, like he looks so young or whatever, and he fucking
He loves that. He's loving it.
So I don't like. Anytime he's in something, I'm like, I hope this like is funny or does well. But it's definitely not my main focus. The main focus is just to like have a laugh with him and to like read out comments to him and stuff.
Because you're shit-hearted impressions too. In fairness to you, like, so the range where you could go with it. No, you're not. No, you're not. You did one. Was it 2 years ago? And it was delicious. The Alison one.
Well,
it was so on point. I thought I did a good Alison. You did a good Alison. Oh my god.
You know what? I can only, like most people, I think, like most people, you can do a few accents. Like you can do loads of accents and whatever. But in terms of like impressions, I'm not good at them. I can usually only do impressions of people I actually know.
Okay.
When I actually know the people, there's a good chance I can do an impression of them. But Alison won. A lot of people messaged me about that. Like a lot of people messaged me about that. But in my it's not defense, but I told her beforehand.
Oh, did you?
That I was doing it. Yeah, I told her beforehand because I still don't. If the shoe was on the other foot, and then I'm getting messages from people going, "Oh my God, have you heard this?" and I didn't know what it was, that would that would feel pretty shitty. So I don't want to be a shit person, so I did tell her beforehand.
Yeah, but also in the sketch, it was basing it on how. By the way, people listening, this is very in-jokey stuff. It's Alison Spittle, the comedian we're talking about, and Emma. Go look for it because it's up there. And Emma did an impression of Alison. She was fucking tearing up trees at the time, like she was getting shows left, right, and center. Yeah, and it was just all these random shows that Alison Spittle was getting. And in fairness, had you done that about me. If you did that about me, but I love self-deprecation in that one. I'd be like, go on, go harder. Yeah. If you could find And
I
you
know.
weren't even picking out any weaknesses, which I think would be a shit thing to do. You're actually going, so you're this
Yeah.
successful right now.
I know.
This should be open season.
You
know, I'd be giving you a round of applause if it was me you did it. Like, absolutely. You're fucking spot on.
I suppose I thought I'd say it to her just because I wasn't sure how it would go down. And do you know what's so funny about it? And
the whole thing?
Like,
yeah.
I get on really well with Alison. Anytime I see her and talk to her, I always get on really well. We always have a lot to talk about. Like, I could talk with her for ages. But like, definitely when I started out doing comedy, like, she did fucking not want to know me.
Of course,
like
she,
do you know what I mean? Like,
Alison's,
Alison's
she's one of those sharp people. She is very focused on her situation, like, and you can see. I found that in loads of comedians, and you make friends with them later down the line when they soften a bit, you know.
Yeah, I know, because I wrote about it recently. Because you know the way, like, not wrote, like, this is just my own fucking blog. It's not like a fucking.
But it got picked up somewhere because I read it one of the days. It got picked up by.
Oh, I think it was Hot Press or something. Because Hot Press actually, I think they contacted me and asked me to make some sort of comment or something, and I was kind of like, and then weirdly, actually, some German magazine got in touch and wanted me to do an interview based on my Hot Press interview. And I was like, I didn't do an interview, they just lifted something that I wrote. But I think in that I said at the start that I was like, did I say bullied? I don't know if I used the word bullied, but anyway, it made reference to the fact, like, kind of a more experienced female comedian. And I think she kind of twigged that may have been kind of slightly about her or whatever. But, you know, I don't what you call it, it's no ill will or anything like that. Or, like, at the same time, I'm not if I have a comedy crisis or a career crisis, I'm not going to be fucking getting on the blower to her at the same time.
Yeah.
But I'd be totally cool with her. But then at the same time, it is nice to do an impression of somebody who was shit to you when you were starting out.
Yeah, of course. Like, and I mean, you have to take the good with the bad. Like, people,
bit like,
yeah, of course. Like, and because fuck it, you know what I mean. And it's not like you were punching up too. I mean, because she was just doing so well, you know.
Yeah.
And
totally punching up.
And I think too, like, sometimes as comedians and actors are the same way. Like, you know, they wander around just going, I've been amazing to everybody my entire life. I have, because I'm an amazing person.
Yeah.
And if you genuinely were proper self-critical and look back, like, I know I fucking cringe at some of the ways I was, possibly not in comedy, because by the time I got into comedy, I was quite mature in life. Do you know what I mean? I'd been through a few jobs, you know what I mean? You know, far more serious jobs than this, like, but I had a good grasp of myself. But even still, you still get older or whatever. Even still, I'm sure I've come out with asshole things that I didn't. Looking back now, you're like, oh Lord, I definitely deserve to be pulled up. And, you know, I'm not pulled up on it in a cancel him kind of moment. Like, but if somebody wanted to make a sketch and fucking ball me out of it, go for it. Like, you know.
Yeah. Oh, I'd be totally the same. And even, like, you know, the running joke would be that my ice cream, I think, even, like, you know, even if people that say talk whatever, most people, myself included, you've been on bullied. Probably true of most. Are you there? I can hear you. Oh, there you are. How are you? What happened there?
Zoom just crashed again. I just wanted to make sure that the router was still going and all the rest of it. It is going grand. It just, I would only assume too, it's the amount of people that are on Zoom at this time of the night too, like, you know.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, because I haven't actually been using Zoom that much in work. It's usually Google meetings or whatever.
Is that better? Is it?
Yeah, rarely, and like there'll be loads of us on it. It
Yeah,
all
because
seems to be pretty
this
good.
this has been given more and more trouble of late. Like, but fuck it. But yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Going back to what you were saying. So what's the view? Because I remember talking with you before when I think it was Keith Walsh I had on last week, and he was talking about radio sketches
Oh yeah.
they used to do, like, and they had a series of sketches, you know, with recurring characters would show up and stuff like that. And I went, well, you got to put all that up online, like, because it's yours. You did it back in the day. And he went, God, I don't know. And he was just being very downbeat about it. I was like, just open a fucking podcast account and just throw them all up there, like, because there needs to be more radio sketches. I think, like, I think it's the new medium.
Yeah.
Remember, we were talking about this before, that we should do something because it'd be low cost, you know, with sound effects and a few bits. I think they totally fucking work.
Oh, big time. Actually, do you know what I think would work? Would be, oh no.
Go on. Let's see.
It already exists. Already exists. I was gonna say, oh, like a fake phone show, but sure, it exists. What's that program called? Or not that program. What's that podcast called? It's in Head Stuff. It's a fake, right? It's a fake phone-in show.
Oh, have they? Oh, right. Yeah. I suppose, yeah, it would work, given that it probably does work.
Yeah, because it's like, that's a great one where you can kind of like, you know, try out characters and parachute them in. You know, you don't need any,
Perfect.
yeah, but it's already been done. Oh, well, maybe you could do some sort of something. Think of that and think backwards. Be so, you know, like that you could just launch into a character straight away without kind of, you know, a big setup or whatever.
We could do like the, you know, FOSS course, you know, where you just, we're the two teachers or whatever, the two supervisors in FOSS, and you can just drop any character you want in there. Every fucking mad yoke you've ever come across in your life, just drop them in.
Oh yeah, because actually I remember, so I did, now it wasn't called a FOSS course, but it basically was. So I don't know if now totally interrupt me if I'm repeating myself. So when I left college, I got a job like really local, just like an admin job. I was like, that'll do. I was like, just like, let's get the ball rolling. And you see, like Ella would have been 4.
Right.
So I was like, I obviously, like, I have to get a job or whatever. Like, if it been my choice, I wouldn't have been like, well, no, she would have been going to school then. But you know what I mean? I wouldn't have been like into like whacking out baby and going back full time straight away. That wouldn't have been like I would have been like, for my mental health, it would have been better for me to like have as long as possible maternity leave and all that jazz. But anyway, so it's like, I get this job, it's local, so I can, you know, get home quick, all that kind of crack. And then when I was in that job, I saw something for like a community radio station.
Right.
And I could apply for it because I qualified because I was a lone parent. So I was like, great, I'm going to go off and do that. But because it was like, you know, like a Fossey kind of thing, you had to go off and do all your like manual handling and first aid stuff or whatever.
Like you're going to be wearing steel toe caps in the radio station, like
it was in Dungeon Shopping Centre. But we did this fucking first aid course, and I mean, oh my God, just like every single character you could want. Like, I've so much I've thought back to that first aid course, and I was just like I could see it unfold, like the whole thing. It was like a fucking sitcom.
This has to be a meeting of two worlds, because I just happened to mention job centre / FOSS course, and you went, well, I'll fucking tell you about a FOSS course that I did, and now just a bunch of fucking mad jokes. Listen, all the freaks I've worked with on building sites have all been through those. I like the absolute loopers where you're going, how do you exist? How did you exist? You absolute lunatic. These people have to be sounded out. We have to fucking flesh them out some way.
the whole thing. And obviously, like, I'm not naive enough to think that I'm the only normal one in the corner. Like, I'm part of this, you know what I mean? I'm adding to this eclectic mix of people. But even like the fucking instructor lad, like, I just checked for scene safety. None of us having to do it on ourselves, and nobody knows each other. It's just like, it's the oddest thing ever. Because you know the way, like, there's people who are doing a fast course because they genuinely want to do it. Like,
Yeah.
they've actually they've reached out to be able to do this because they want to get something cracking or whatever. And then it's the people that have been pushed and pushed, and they're like, "Grand, I'll fucking sign up for the fast course. Just give me fucking money." It's just, I love, like, just off the charts, insane. The whole thing, like, just really. You sure you know?
Yeah,
from
when you
doing
get
all those courses.
a group of strangers together for anything in the course wise, there's something fucking. And I'm such a weirdo. I watch them, and I've always watched them more than because even when we went for the antenatal class, I'm sure I didn't even know what an antenatal class was, right? And Natasha was like, they basically tell you the crack, you know what I mean? And we went in, and there was like, I say everybody, it really wasn't. There was about 80% of them were very South Dublin people, like, and then there was smatterings of other people, you know. But this unbelievably country
they
woman.
have their different stories. I know what you mean.
But
yeah.
And I do a bit about her because she's such a joy to talk about, this woman that was given, because she so believed in it, like, and she was so wild and from the west of Ireland, and what she was brilliant at was going, all right, I know you think you're all precious, and you've lived a lot of your lives precious, but trust me, when it comes down to that last hour, to mind your preciousness now. Don't be, to mind it now. And she was basically trying to get you in the headspace. But she was a performer. Emma, you would have paid to see this woman put on a performance, but she got herself so wound up a few times. Like, I was just watching this going, this is fucking incredible. And everybody else was horrified by the scary things she was saying. I was going, this is fucking. But what was, to sum her up beautifully, like, she was country. Now, I'll preface this by saying she definitely isn't racist, right?
Okay.
But she had there was an African girl was training, so she was constantly sitting behind her, and she'd throw her back a question. Yeah, and she'd obviously done a few, and she'd say, "Isn't that right, Sammy?" And she'd go, "That is right, Carmel." And she's like, "Thank you, good girl, Sammy. Now back to the job, right?" And she's holding up the baby at one stage. Like, if you could get somebody mad, like, you'd probably do a great impression of her, like, but you'd have to scrape your hair back because you wouldn't be bothered with fucking hair, you know what I mean? Like, and but she was holding up the imitation baby doll thing, and she's holding it around. She's like, "No, could any?" And we're after talking through the baby and all the rest of it. She says, "Now, could any tell me what color your baby would be when he comes out first?" And of course, the smug fucking bloke beside me was like, "Purple, I believe." And she's like, "Purple, correct." Right. And that's when Sammy pipes up. She's like, now there's 2 or 3, like, Indian / couples in the room as well. Sammy pipes up. She goes, it could be black, right? But because she's at full tilt, she's at full tilt performance. She goes, "And who's having black babies? Huh? You know what I mean, Sammy?" And Sammy was like, "I know what you mean, Carmen." Like, she took no offense in it at all. She's like, I know what you're saying. Yeah. Primarily white country. I get it. And don't be breaking my fucking flow again, But it was just that moment, and everybody else felt really awkward. I howled. Like, even Natasha had to hold my hand. She just squeezed my hand. She goes, "Tom, you're still laughing 30 seconds later. Come on." Because I'm like, this is fucking class. Because I could just see her being like an actual sketch based around this wild woman.
That's it. Like, I suppose race is such, it's such a relatively new thing in Ireland.
Oh yeah.
That we just don't know how to kind of deal with it in those kind of situations. But it sounds like it was a pure, like, performance piece, the whole thing.
Incredible. Like, she was poetic, and she was there, and she'd be leaning back, and she'd go, "Now, girls, I'm telling you now." And it was just, I thought she was fucking, we loved her, because I just went, and plus she was so into it. No matter if she was trying to sell you car mirrors, you'd fucking buy some mirrors off her, even if you didn't, because she was just so into this thing, like. So it was just, so she was enthralling as well. She was, I tell you, she was. I mean, obviously being a midwife is an incredible dedication, but this woman could have done one woman shows, if you know what I mean. You'd go see her do a one woman show, like. But just
that's the thing, though, someone is passionate about it. Like you said, it doesn't really matter what it is. They're just a joy to watch, really, aren't they?
Yeah. I met a guy one time. He was, I think, by talking with him, he was from one of those mad old families, where everybody's a bit of a fucking mad header, and he was telling me nobody in the entire family, including his parents and his 3 fucking strong, fit and healthy brothers and 2 sisters, never ever had a job. Any of them. None of their cousins had jobs. No, just why would you get a fucking job? Aren't we grand? Why would you get a job? And he got himself a job. And he got himself a job lifting bins, on the back of the truck. He had his whole plan worked out. He was going to fucking save up enough money to pay for his own truck license, to train for it and everything. He was going to drive the truck, and then he was going to go out working for it. And but the fucking happiness in his voice. Do you know, you're going, anybody else be going, oh, geez, you want to be a bin man? This guy was loving being a bin man. He loved it. After losing fucking 3 stone. 3 fucking stone. I was like, well, fair. Do you know, he was chuffed to bits, like. I was going, fucking fair play to you.
That's it. When you meet those people, those people that, like, if they have a business or they're getting started with something, and if they're like that, you're like, do you know what? I don't need a bucket, but I'm going to buy the bucket off this fella because he's so fucking passionate about his bucket. Do you know what I mean? you buy into it. Buy into the happiness.
Are you still zooming around the scooter? You have me thought, oh, go on. You didn't have a crash or something, because you looked to be funny there.
No. Well, sure, I haven't been on the scooter because I haven't had to go anywhere. But to be honest with you now, I do not fucking miss it at all, because the problem with the fucking scooter is, so I was going out to 3 Arena. Right. And say, like, on a day like today, bit of a chill, nothing crazy. By the time you get to the canal, the number 11 bus is rolling down your face, and there ain't nothing you can do about it. And because you're not moving, there's nothing you can do. So once you feel the coldness hit your bones, it's fucking game over, because you're not. The only way now is you're going to get colder. I tried all sorts of things. I had a hot water bottle that I strapped to myself to try and give myself a bit of heat. And then what I could do is, when I was at traffic lights, I could put my hand into my jacket to just get a little bit of heat.
Like, I just, like, put that in a male context. If I was on your scooter, shoving my hand inside my jacket, just staring into families' cars, they go, there's old Pervy Tom again.
I know, but the thing was, like, I was trying to figure out different ways of strapping this hot water bottle to me, and then what happened was the hot water bottle, and obviously just like with the vibration of the road and going over ramps and everything, the hot water bottle started to gradually sit down, and I was just like, I had this like fucking like swinging scrotum, but because I was all wrapped up with the coat on and I had the high vis and I had everything, it's not like I could just like, oh, I'll just open my coat and fix that now. I just had to like hope that the hot water bottle made it to the gaff. So it was just always a lot going on. And you see, I have this thing called, Shane calls it Elwyn's disease. I have this thing called Raynaud's, where I instead of my feet, because I'm so cold. So it was just like when it was nice.
It's a serious enough thing, like.
Oh, like I'm telling you, but like I'd hot water bottles wedged down my back. But the hands are a big issue. And then some Elvin told me that, oh, I have that as well. And my husband got me these gloves for when we go skiing. So obviously, like, this is not something I'm like chilling out with every day. She's like, oh, for skiing. I was like, all right, yeah. I was like, they're expensive, because I'm kind of thinking, like, do they have them in deals or whatever? And she's like, oh, I couldn't tell you. She's like, they're a few €100. And I was like, crumbs, thanks a lot. But you know, the price of the fucking computer itself. So I was like, when it was getting to March, I was like, oh, here we go. Like, I'm wait till you see me. Wait till you see me when the summer comes. Oh, I'll be fucking loving life. So I've yet to experience the summer on the scooter. Like, that's what I was really looking forward to. Do you know what I mean? And the bastards took it away from me. But I still have the scooter. Like, I haven't sold it or anything. But like, Jesus Christ, once you get cold, it's just like it's a lot.
It's the number 11 bus running down my face. That is probably that'd be the title of this fucking podcast episode. The number 11.
Honestly, I'm
Schnots flying down your
it's like the scene in Dumb Summer. And when I remember getting there a couple of times, and I just wanted to get off the fucking thing and move my body for a while because I just like, I'm so fucking cold and so cold. And so often, like, I'd come home and Shane have the dinner ready and everything, you know, the top chap that he is, but he'd have it like timed that like he was just serving it up as I'm coming in. And I would just, he's like, your dinner's there. I mean, like, your dinner's there. I was like, just give me a minute. I'd have to hold the radiator. Like, I physically would not be able to use the knife and fork. Like, I couldn't move.
Oh my Jesus.
And I'd be really hungry as well because I'd have gotten so, it's basically mild hypothermia, I think. One time, I was so cold and so hungry that like I couldn't use the knife and fork. I honestly.
You look like a little pterodactyl.
I honestly got a little bit of potato and was just like, I'm just gonna have to fucking scoop this up with my fucking hand and just have a little nibble. Maybe that'll kind of help get the warmth back into me. But the scooter was great. I have to say, the scooter apart.
Because you look so happy the night yourself and Julie were in town, and you went,
oh yeah,
see you later, and off you went. I was like, jeez, I'm kind of jealous of that thing now.
But you see, there now it was fine because that's a much shorter distance. You're cutting off a good bit. So I probably would have made it quite far before I'd be like, I'm getting a bit chilly now. So it's just, from my gaff to three arena it's probably too far, really.
Yeah, when the schnapps are running out of your nose, Emma, you know you're either on the wrong. But it is Irish people kind of getting notions too, like that old one going fucking skiing. Like you know, scooters are meant for Spain. Let's get real. Like, you know, let's get fucking real. What are you doing? But still, if you told me, Tom, go out and buy one, I go, yeah, well, Emma said they're class, so I'm going getting one.
Yeah. If I was I think like in the winter, or like say now, if I was doing 4 or 5 miles, it'd be grand. But I'd say that was probably like, I don't know, maybe 8 miles or something. Mm-hmm. Maybe just that little bit too far. And but now I would see fellas like for ages, like for loads of my trip on a scooter, like with just a hoodie on, and they'd be fine. But I'm just like pure little fucking L one. I'm just like, it's so fucking cold. It's so fucking cold. Do you know what I mean? So, fuck it.
Where did
nothing ventured, nothing gained.
Yeah.
But
before
there was tears.
Before I let you go, I fucking fascinated, and I've always hated horoscopes, but I'm fascinated by your Emma horoscopes. Was that just purely, I'm going to give this a fucking crack? This is great.
I think so. Yeah, I think I was like, I think I'm going to do horoscopes on Instagram because, to be honest, like for me, did you know the thing that put me off about sorry, I'm waffling now, but you know the thing that used to put me off about Snapchat? I went on Snapchat a couple of times, but I deleted the app. I was like, I'm not fucking interested in this. Because I didn't really have any interest in holding up a camera and talking about like my day-to-day life, really. I was like, sure, I've nothing to tell you. Like,
nobody's asking, Emma. They just don't realise they're boring cunts, like.
Yeah, I was just like, I've not, but people love that shit. People like the soap opera thing of it, you know what I mean? And I was like, I don't really want to do that, but I like making content or whatever. And I was like, oh, I'll do horoscopes. But I did them there. I do them every like month or so, whenever it like takes my fancy. But it is a great way for like releasing some anger, because I basically just go on and tell everyone that they're a pack of fucks, just in different ways. That's all I do. I just say, like, get a fucking grip. No one cares, okay? And then Sagittarius, get a fucking hobby, yeah? Or, like, whatever it is, get your head out of the fucking fridge. Like, just stop, or whatever it is. So it's just like, I just release tension. But then it was actually funny because a couple of times a few women got in touch and they were like, the husband was watching them with her and they'd give me a couple of details.
Right.
And I would purely just do it for like that one person because I know it's stupid, but I just thought it was so funny. So she'd get in touch and she'd say something like, he won't clean out the car. She kept saying to clean out the car because it's full of his crap or whatever. And she'd say, and then I think it was something like, she told me what his favorite biscuit was. So really, do you know what I mean? This kind of thing. So I went on, whatever it was, and I was like, clean out the car, like stop putting it off. Put the Jaffa cake down and just fucking clean out the car. I just thought it was and like it would just be like, it wouldn't be any like big correspondence, or I wouldn't know these people, but I just thought it was the funniest thing ever. I was like, God, I'd love to see his face watching it gone.
Because I think you might be missing a trick too. Because there's a lot, like there's the entire fucking 12 months or whatever, how many fucking star signs there is. But because it's a huge, there you go. That I learned something new every day.
But every time I do them, I'm like, I'll read the note. I'll be in the sitting room. I'm like, which one am I missing?
Yeah. But I think you're missing it. You need to get them down in a short podcast, I think. Easily, because it's that fucking funny. Get them down on an audio podcast. If they're done in 10 minutes, which they're probably less than 10 minutes, so what? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think because not like the amount of people that I know that don't look at stories or anything, or no, should I say, people that listen to podcasts, they don't really give a fuck about YouTube videos, or they don't really give, because they're driving people. You know what I mean? Or they just go, you know what? I'm going to the Jacks for fucking 8 minutes. I'll fucking listen to Emma. You know what I mean? And it's, so I think you're missing a trick, throwing it all away in a video that's gone.
Yeah.
In a video that's gone. I think so. Because it's good quality gear.
I was going to do, actually, I was thinking about maybe doing like, it's not podcast now, but I was like, oh, I wonder, I might do like live Instagram where I do readings.
Brilliant.
Like kind of like medium readings or whatever. Yeah. So it's like, it's totally random. If somebody comes on and asks a question, but I was like, see, I have it in my head like about like a character, but then I'm like, well, I suppose it is a character, it is a character, but I don't know about you, but when I think of characters, maybe it's my own barriers to doing characters. As I always think of like them looking a certain way.
Yeah.
When I think of character, I think of like the outfit and like the wig and like what the whole thing would be. But then I suppose we're all doing characters already without probably even realizing it.
And Bernard Casey actually said something very interesting, who's a very, very good actor. And I said, with the teeth, the milky teeth. And when you speak to him, you realize, holy fuck, the transformation. And you realize it's not the teeth at all. When he's doing the Kerry act, he's leaning into it that heavily that you forget. Yeah. And he said it, he goes, you're doing it right when people aren't seeing you. Do you know? So don't worry, that'll come. The bits and the fucking funny ears and the funny glasses, they'll all come.
Yeah.
Lean heavily into the character first. And then people won't even notice, I mean, you've done stuff with green screen and stuff, so just get a clean green screen behind you, maybe a shite looking forest, because you're trying to be mythical, but at the same time you're like, I don't give a fuck. I'm teaching this FOSS course, maybe go back to that FOSS course, like, and go, look, right, put out your fag.
I know.
Here's the death card. You're all fucked. Here's you're still all fucked. Look, we're all overweight. Let's just fucking walk into the sea. Fuck it.
It's very therapeutic. That's always been my dream, to be able to do something that you're essentially just like horrible to people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just laugh. I think I think that's just brilliant.
Emma,
Or
I
like
said
the
some of the most
meaner you are, the
disgusting
more they enjoy
things
it.
to a group of men that you would ever say to a group of strangers in front of a group of other strangers. I said the most hideous fucking things for a 3-minute period last Thursday. And I wanted to jump in the air and go, Yahoo! I was so hideous to it. Now, they deserved every bit of it. But
Yes.
am I a better person? Probably not, for taking such fucking happiness in annihilating these people with horrendous things
But
like.
it's enjoyable. I know, but they deserved it. But if somebody is like a willing participant in that, like they want you to be a shit to them, then like that's perfect. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, like I was so conflicted. These when I finished, that group of 6 fuckers stood up and gave me a standing ovation. So I'm like, I kind of hate you, but sound at the same time, lads. Cheers.
Well, they'll still talk, they'll still reference back to that in conversations. You know what I mean?
Well, they got what they wanted. Yeah.
That'll be in their story file, like for a lot longer and a lot quicker than it will be for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're right. That's a valid way of looking at it. I've taken up enough of your time, Emma. You've been in that.
I just I'm to go to the toilet now. That's the only thing holding me back.
You could have just gone. Toilet. I would have said nothing. Just gone. Just go. It's your house. You know what I mean? Fuck it.
I know. No, you know me, always a lady. So it holds in. It's one time.
So the best place to catch you is on Instagram. Really, you're hot on Instagram.
Yeah. I'm all over the place. But Instagram is the one at the moment, and for yourself, it'll be somewhere else in a few months' time. Whenever the kids tell me, "No, that's dead now."
Yeah, and it'll be coming back. Obviously, the Up to 90 podcast. This the first couple episodes are going to be good crack.
Yeah, I think we're coming back. Like in the next week or so is the plan.
Brilliant.
So I'm just going with whatever Julie fancies doing. So, but yeah, I think she's ready to rock, really. So it's all good.
Class, Emma. This has been class, and all I want to do now is start writing fucking radio sketches with you.
I know, yeah. We should really do it.
We should actually, yeah. We should. Can I put a lift band and just right? I'm gonna actually write up an email and send you over some of the fucking freaky characters I've been thinking of.
Dude, totally.
And you'll go, not this prick writing again. I fucking did it just for the sake of the fucking podcast, right?
No, but this is what I like. I like people that are. Now let's get talking. Let's get moving. Let's